What is going on, guys? This is Miasin, and yes, I'm finally back home after 3 weeks of not being able to make videos here. I was either making them in Algeria or I was making pre-recorded videos, so yeah, that's the reason why the background kept changing every single 2 seconds. Yes, don't worry about it. I'm finally back, so things from now on should be back to normal. Anyways, we've got a lot of new cards to cover today, so yes, and by new cards, I mean some of them were even out for like a week. So yeah, my bad for being late, but like my grandmother always likes to say, better late than never. Anyways, before we proceed, I would really appreciate you guys if you could smash the like and subscribe button for me real quick. And now let's get right into it. Alright, so all these cards I think are from Legacy of Destruction, which is the set with the new Yugi cards, and I forgot some other things. Anyways, who cares? The first card is Blink Out, quickly spell. Target one link monster on the field. So on your field, on your opponent's field, return it to the extra deck. Then you can special summon one of the materials used for its link summon from your graveyard very specifically. It's basically Defusion, but for link monsters, so it's a D-Link. And it's not once per turn, so it doesn't suck to draw in multiples. This card is not like fantastic, but it doesn't suck either. It could have some really nice applications, so I think it's a cool card. If Defusion saw play in the past, there might be a world in which this card could even see play in, I don't know, in the future, actually. You can out like an Appaloosa, or I don't know, if your own Link monster is being like targeted, marked for like destruction, or like bounce back or banished, you just bounce it back and then you get back one of the materials. The effect is not negated either of the monster that you revive back, but it has to be from your grave, so that kind of sucks. But apart from that, definitely respectable card. I like it. Next up, we have Zoma, the Earthbound Spirit. Has nothing to do with Earthbound Immortals, but rather Zoma, the Spirit. Yeah, whatever. Continuous trap, you can only use either the first or second effect of this. No, second and what? You can only use either the first. Should read first or second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Special summon this card as an effect monster, same stats as the original Zoma. With the following effects, this card is also still a trap. Monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this card. Okay. If this card is special summoned by this effect is destroyed by opponent's attacking monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the double the original attack of that monster destroyed it. Max 3,000. Yeah, who cares? This card sucks. Anyways, next up we have a very interesting card again, and I really want to hear DB Grinder pronounce this name. Mikazuki no Yaiba. I tried my best. Okay, so it's a level 7 Dark Dragon. I've seen this before. You know, Phantasme, Absor Router, and, you know, Noctovision. Dragon Link support. I see how it is. You can only use the first and second effect of Crescent Dragon Mikazuki no Ya. I'm not even going to try again. Once per turn. During the end phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, by the way, this is during the end phase, not necessarily during your end phase. You can special summon this card, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Basically a Shiyama. So it doesn't get banished, which is nice. You can loop it again and again and again and again. And then you can discard one card as a cost. Add one level 7 Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand. So I just named a few targets. There are some nice cards that you can search with this. I think this is a pretty cool card. Might be a world in which you want to play this in Dragon Link, but I don't think it's going to change too much realistically. I think Dragon Link is still going to be played without this card, honestly. So at best, it's a cute card, but at worst, it's kind of garbage because you have to wait. Like, it's only good if you're going second realistically, but it's not a hand trap either because it doesn't hurt the opponent. It only gets some of your stuff going. So yeah, it's a cute card, but Phantasme is better and we have some better options. So this is a little too late to print this card. I think this card could have been around like 5 years ago and nobody would play it either. Anyways, what the flying frick is this? A first look at the Fighting Flame. Is that a new... oh, yeah, okay. Well, we just don't have the pictures for some reason. Fighting Flame Swordsman, level 4, Fire Warrior. If this card is normal or special, you can add one spell or trap that mentions Flame Swordsman from your deck to your hand. Okay, yeah, they suck, though. If this card is sent to the grave, you can send one Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it from your deck or extra deck to the grave. Except itself, you can only use the effect of this card once per turn. Nobody cares. Fighting Flame Dragon, level 5, Fire Dragon Fusion. Same stats as Flame Swordsman. Materials, 1 Dragon, okay, and 1 Fire Warrior. This would have been so nice against, like, Infernoble if you could use, like, their Charles with Borreload Savage, but I don't know if this is still relevant. Anyways, you know, obviously has a super poly target, no shit. Except during the damage step, quick effect, you can target 1 Warrior Fusion monster you control. Oh, no. Equip this card from your field or graveyard to that monster you control as an equip spell. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. While this card is equipped to Flame Swordsman or your monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack and can make a second attack during each battle phase. I don't think anyone cares. Alright, okay, now this is This is really cool. Very, very cool. And also the name of this card is iconic, right? Because at first I thought it was a joke, but this card is quite literally spell card, Monster Reborn. Yes, this is the name of the card. It's not like, yes, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, no, it also looks really nice. I mean, it's literally in the anime when like the character activates like Monster Reborn, like in like, you know, like activating on the dual disc, and then you see the card being like flipped, and there's also like a monster, like all that appears on the artwork. So that's actually just a masterpiece. One of the coolest artworks I've seen in a while. Beautiful. And the card is really cool as well. Quickly spell, you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Target one monster in either graveyard. Okay, yeah, right. Special summon it to your field, but it cannot attack or activate its effects this turn. So this is quite literally a quick play version of Monster Reborn. It's very similar to Shark Cannon because you can't attack right away. You can still activate the effect after, just not right away. And the continuous effects are not negated whatsoever. So if you're summoning back like a spell canceller from your graveyard or opponent's graveyard, it will still keep negating everything. So that's actually kind of cute. I think this card is really nice. It can be used as an interruption, pretty much as a DD Crow. I think this card could actually see play competitively. I'm not joking. It could be played against Fire King, for example. If your opponent tries to revive back the Garunix, instead of like relying on DD Crow, for example, you can revive back your opponent's Garunix, but then you can't use the effect. So that's the only little bummer, but it is what it is. At least you're actually getting a body on the board, which is, you know, not too bad. But it would have been so broken if you could activate the effect right away. Like, this card would have been like an instant, maybe not an instant 3 of in every main deck, but it would have been like such a good staple that it would have... I don't know if it's necessarily going to be like seeing a real competitive play right away, but it definitely will have its format for sure. I mean, it's a quick play Monster Reborn. It's very simple. It is once per turn, unfortunately, but I guess Monster Reborn is indirectly once per turn because it's limited. So I guess that's the best way to compensate for the fact that when this card will come out, it will come out as a 3 of. Not like Monster Reborn, that's just basically a 1 of. That's always been a 1 of for the longest time. Those are the last cards I will be reviewing in this video, but they're very interesting, right? And Satchmo basically summed it up very well. If we could actually get Tri Brigade 2.0, this would be it. So this theme is all about combining insects, plants, and reptiles together, whereas Tri Brigade were combining Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast. Anyways, the first card is Raica Link-5. What the flying frick? Anyways, Earth Plant, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. Could maybe see a world in which you want to play these cards with Raica. I have no idea. Anyways, you can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn as well. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one insect, plant, or reptile monster from your hand to the grave. Okay, sure, I mean, that's somewhat semi-generic. And this card is normal or special summoned off of its own effect as well. That's pretty cool. You can add up to 2 of your Raica cards with different names that are banished and or in your deck to your hand, except itself. And then after that, you gotta banish a Raica card from your hand. And then you can't special summon the monsters for the rest of the turn except insect, plants, or reptiles. So I could again see this card being splashed in a few decks because, I mean, maybe not in a few, yeah, in a few decks actually. But I mean, like reptiles, they kind of suck. The only semi-good reptile deck is Ogdoadic. And then insect, I can only think of like Bee Trooper. And for plant, I can only really think of Aroma, Recast, and Avalon. I can't really think of like anything good that uses these types. They're some of the worst types in the game, but at the same time, the insect type has to be like inherently weak, because if you make it too good, then you start searching Max C in the OCG. So that's the reason why they're kind of limited in card design. You don't want Max C to be way too good and way too easy to search, because then insects are tier 0. But yeah, no, this card is really nice. Obviously, you can summon it and then search 2 cards, and then you gotta banish 1 card, but still, it is still a +1 at the end of the day. Anyways, now we've got Raica no Yahazu Kamikiri. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Anyways, Light Insect, level 3. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn, and then same thing. You can special summon this card from your hand by placing one of your banished insect, plant, or reptile monsters on the bottom of the deck. So this card synergizes with the fact that you gotta banish a Raica card. So you search that, and then you summon it right away. And then you can trigger the second effect, maybe. And this card is sent to the graveyard as a material for the link summon of a Raica monster. You can target one level 4 or lower insect, plant, or reptile monster in your grave except itself. Special summon it in defense. Okay, so right off the bat, I can already imagine a 1-card combo. So this card searches this and another Raica monster. and then you banish the other one, and then you summon this, and then you link off for a link 2, and then you trigger this effect to revive back another monster, so that's already a link 3 in one single card, which is pretty good, actually. It's not like you can go for an access code or something like that, but still, I like these cards so far. They're pretty good. Again, they are reminiscent to Trabage 2.0. Anyways, now we've got Raica no Yoroi Tokage. Yeah, okay, at least the Kage part is easy. That means shadow in Japanese. Dark Reptile, level 4, 0 attack, 2300 defense. Oh, that's a fat booty. Oh, you can only special summon with the first... Okay, I guess I should stop reading this because they're all the same. They're all inherent summons, by the way, not activated effects in case you're wondering. So they can get negated by Seravis, but they can't get negated by Appaloosa. Yeah, this one you gotta banish an insect plant or a reptile monster from your grave. Okay, hold on a second. We've gotten like an abbreviation for Beast, Beast, or Wing Beast in the form of BBW. Shoutouts to the Kali effect, but we don't have anything for insect plants or reptiles. So if you got like any genius ideas, you let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, we've got a second effect as well. You can discard one insect plant or reptile monster, then target one face-up monster upon controls. Except an insect plant or reptile monster, I swear to god, I'm gonna go crazy if I keep having to read this. But yeah, monster, return it to the hand. Okay, so basically you can bounce back something your opponent controls, which, you know, doesn't suck too much, but it's not, like, insane. Okay, anyways, we've got a link to monster now. Raika no Musha Dukuro. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to read all these weird Japanese names every single time. And I swear to there's no way I can remember them either. Like, it's just... I'm gonna remember them as the reptile main deck dude, the insect dude, and then the plant dude. And then for the link monsters, it's gonna be the exact same. Anyways, plant monster, 2 monsters including an insect, plant, or reptile. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate them, except insect, plant, and reptile. Thank you. Okay, you can target one Raica monster in your grave, special summon it in defense. The effect is not negated. I'll take that any day of the week. If this card is in your grave... Whoa. You can target one insect, plant, or reptile monster you control, place it on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, special summon this card. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now you've got like an instant way of recovering on your follow-up play with like, yeah, you can just like normal summon a monster, then place it back, and then summon this, and then use the first effect. So holy shit, that's actually insane. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, Raika no Okaminushi. I swear, please, DB Grider, make a video on these cards. Wind, insect, link 3. Yeah, okay, 2+ monsters, including an insect, plant, or reptile. I love how these monsters are like somewhat semi-generic. You can make like King of the Feral Imps and then summon this. Anyways, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. So for some reason, unlike the Link 2, this one doesn't actually lock you. You can banish 2 insect, plant, or reptile monster from your grave, add 1 Raica trap from your deck to your hand. Okay, well, we don't really know what they do yet, but, well, maybe it might be good. If this card is in your grave, you can target one insect, plant, or reptile monster you control, place it on the bottom of the deck, and if you do special summon this card, same thing as the other one. Also, you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except insect, plant, or reptile. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and apparently this is a wordplay on another word that I don't know, and I really don't care. Okay, the Link 4 now. Holy sheesh. Oh my god, yo, these guys... Yo, hey, a lot of Link monsters already. Yeah, Konami's not messing around with these cards. Like, they actually want this archetype to be good. Yeah, I can actually see that. Fire Reptile. Ooh, fire as well. Attack 29 and pretty nice arrows. Okay, 2+ monsters, including an insect, plant, or reptile monster. Both effects are once per turn. If your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make both players unable to activate a monster effect in the hand for the rest of the turn. Okay, so yeah, you trigger this effect against Virtual World and they scoop. They give you the win. If this card is in your grave, you can target one insect, plant, or reptile monster you control. Please, yeah, okay, same thing. Literally same thing. The second effect, I'm never gonna bother reading again. And then we've got, oh, okay, the last Link monster. Link-5. Yo, what the? 3,300 attack, insect, big boy. 2+ whatever, and then yes. If a monster is special summoned from your opponent's deck and or extra deck, you can destroy 2 monsters on the field. It's not up to 2 monsters, it has to be 2 monsters. So sometimes you might have to destroy your own monsters, but it doesn't target. So that's actually pretty nasty. It's a really good interruption. If this card is in your grave, you can target the... Okay, wow, yeah, okay. Yeah, they all have the second effect, the same second effect, but you can actually use them right away after summoning them. It's not like, except during the turn this card was sent to the grave. So that's actually really insane. Yeah, I could definitely imagine some nice combos with these cards. Anyways, now we've got Raika Ryoran Kuru Psyche. Okay, continuous spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once returned. All insect, plant, and reptile monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Also, all other face-up monsters on the field lose 300 attack and defense. You can activate one of these effects, so add one Raica monster from your deck to your hand and discard one card. Oh, it's a consistency card. Yes, sir. Special summon one of your Raica monsters that is banished from your hand or grave in defense position. Again, doesn't negate the effect. I really, really like that. This is a fantastic card. A big fan. Okay, and then we've got the trap card that you can actually search with the Link-4, I think, or the Link-3. I think it's the Link-3. Raica Dairin Kubika Rimai. Normal trap, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Target cards your opponent controls. I almost died there. Target cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect, plant, and reptile link monsters you control with different types. Destroy them. Okay, so you can destroy up to 3 cards your opponent controls. That's kind of nasty. If a face-up insect, plant, and or reptile monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect while this card is in your grave, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card. Then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not like that relevant, but yeah, it still doesn't suck, obviously. So yeah, I'll take that. Actually, it's a good card. It's definitely a nice one-of that you can search super easily. Maybe you want to play it as a 2-of because it's so easy to get your hands on this card. And yeah, this deck looks like it has an extremely good grind game because, again, all these monsters, they can summon themselves and they don't get banished when they leave the field either, which I really like. Yeah, obviously, if you get shifted in this deck, you lose, but it is what it is. You gotta... You win some, you lose some. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, we have, what, fire, wind, and earth attributes, right? And also dark, light. Yeah, so we've got pretty much every color of the rainbow. If there's like one missing, I have no idea. I'm not really focused, and I don't really care. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I think these cards are really nice. I will definitely try to make a combo video and deck profile on Raica very soon. So stay tuned. And also stay tuned for all of my other videos that have nothing to do with that. Because again, I'm back home so I can finally start making real videos again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.